I heard that you are trying to up your layering game and you want to use some body oils, but you don't know where to start, and I'm here to help you. It's your girl Brittany Rose here, and I am helping you elevate your level up one video at a time. And this video is all about body oils, from non-scented to scented. You will find that I have a lot of different ranges for you to choose from, what you're looking for, what to look for, and what to possibly avoid and or just keep in mind. So you'll have to excuse me too. I am recording in a new place. I am here in the Perfume playground, and I am still getting my setup right. So my camera is a little bit behind me, and like I can see me here. So if you see me look down, I'm still getting used to the setup. First, I'm going to walk you through some different types of oils that you can use. So our first one is like any unscented one, or it might have a light scent, but we call these normally scentless or neutral body oils because these can be mixed with different types of other oils and or lotions to give an oil effect, but not necessarily alter any of the scents that you may have with your perfume or body butter. And I have another one I'm going to show you too, actually. Okay, so this one is Palmer's. Okay, this is a really good one. It does have a nice creamy shea vanilla scent to it. You can get this at Walmart, anywhere really. This is a great one. This is my second bottle of this. Vitamin E is really good for the skin. This is definitely a top tier favorite. What I do with this is I will get a heavily scented oil and pair it with this so that it stretches the perfumed oil more, and so that I'm not using up my perfumed oil. And I will show you what I mean by that. So right now we're on the unscented oils, but Brown Sugar Babe is known for their strong perfume notes. Like, you can smell them. These are super beast mode. Sometimes you don't even need a perfume with them. So whenever I have a beast mode one, like Rich Auntie, or Rich Auntie is one of my like really powerful ones. The other ones I normally have are a little bit more muted. Halo, when they're super beast mode, what I like to do is I will put a few drops of an unscented one in my hand, and then I'll use a few drops of the Brown Sugar Babe. That's a great way to get the scent all over, and you'll see why that's important when I get to the highly scented ones. And then this part is really cool too with the unscented, because you can choose which oil you're using. Like, this one is sweet almond. This is a great one. So whatever your skin needs are, you can have fun with unscented ones. They are just great layers to moisturize the skin and give benefits to the skin without necessarily altering your perfume note. And they're a great place in your layering combo, whether they're scented or not, because they're going to give your perfume something to hold on to, which means it'll last longer. Now we're moving on to what I like to think of as like the middle road of scented perfume oils, and these are kinds that are really hydrating for the skin, that are super good for the skin, but they also have a beautiful scent. And I have two brands right here that come to mind for me with that. And number one, that is Blake & Co. I don't know, sorry if it's not, probably not gonna focus on that, but that's okay. One thing I loved, so number one, Blake & Co. This is a woman-owned business, and she recently had a spring and summer fragrance tester for her body oils. So I had a really fun time getting to try her spring and summer scents, and this is what they came in. But one of the first things that I noticed, outside of them smelling amazing, they made my skin feel really good. And as a tip on choosing a good body oil, you want to either always have, like I said, one of these, a middle road body oil that has both good scent and good qualities for the skin, because you want to make sure you're also putting good things on your skin, not just a scent. So whether you do the scentless or the middle one, you always want to make sure you have one that is moisturizing and truly does benefit your skin. So this is Private Island. This is a coconutty, vanilla, bourbon, very good. This one, I told her, smells like old money. And then there's Miragia, where this beautiful company, I am so sorry for my lighting, y'all. We're gonna get this together next time, but this is one of my favorite indie brands. These are both indie brands. Both of these companies did really well with making a wonderful oil for your skin while putting beautiful perfumes in it. So with these, you can always just pair them with a perfume. These are great options for when you're choosing to do a body oil and you have a perfume you want to use with it. You would just check your notes out of your perfume, check your notes of your oil. If they coincide, they're going to blend it beautifully. So Boardwalk Couture has marshmallows and white florals, so I would either pick something vanilla or creamy with that, like a Bianco latte, or I've done a few things with this. Valaya Exclusive is another really good one. The white florals play together. I'm excited to use it with her confession coming up. I'm letting her mature a little bit longer, but these kind of middle road oils are my favorite because I get the scent and I get the good qualities of the skin. My legs were literally glowing from Miragia's, and she has my favorite scent, Pillow Princess. It is the creamiest marshmallow. It's like a hug in a bottle. I had to have it. I even have it over here. So now we have scented body oils, which aren't beast mode, but they give you a beautiful scent bubble too. And Miragia's scent lasts all day as well. Like, I can still smell it on me now, and I took my shower earlier. All right, now we went over unscented or neutral body oils. We went over the middle ground oils where they have scent, but they're also amazing for your skin. And now we're moving into the highly perfumed range of body oils, and these are oils you can tell that were made to be highly potent, and a lot of them do say moisturizing, and I do believe that they have awesome properties in them. But I feel like these brands that I'm holding in my hand, one is Witch Orena, and then I have Brown Sugar Babe. These brands did really well with making a projecting oil, meaning these are some powerful blends in here that you smell without even adding a perfume. Now the downside for me here is what I was mentioning earlier in the video. Sometimes it's too much perfume, and if you're trying to moisturize your whole body, you're going to end up with a lot of scent if you only use the heavily perfumed oil. But if you do like I do and you just use a little bit of your perfumed and you use a scentless, not only are you going to like make your highly perfumed oil last longer, it gives you control of the projection. Because I'm starting to learn, like, there's a time and a place. You know, we all love beast mode, we all love, you know, a good scent trail, but I don't think one has to be always so loud, because you don't know if you're going to be around people with sensitivities, and, you know, scent is so subjective. You might be feeling it, but someone else might not. So, but I do love these. So Brown Sugar Babe is one of my favorites. They have so many awesome ones. I love Rich Auntie, Halo, Krispy Kreme, Pink Pound Cake, Cloud 9, Creme de la Creme. I'm telling you, all the goodies. Please do not keep them sold out. They always restock though. But yes, Brown Sugar Babe is one of my number ones. I will always be a fan. So if you want a highly projected, you know it's gonna last all day, they do a lot of inspired types of scents. So if you love like high-end niche perfumes but don't have high-end niche money, you can get these and maybe get a small decant of something and then you'll be able to make it last longer, like I do with Rich Auntie and the Lena Exclusive. So I have a decant of the Lena Exclusive. The bottle is like $2.90, the small one, okay? And a bottle of Rich Auntie for 4 ounces is $65. So I do my oil and I do my perfume, and it literally makes a scent bubble, sorry, that lasts all day. And so that kind of wraps up how you can use them. And I have another set of oils here too, but I wanted to show you just the mainstream ones. But you can be pairing your oil based on your perfume now. So a lot of places I see, just like Arena here too. So I didn't mention Arena. They are good at having perfume projection oils, but I don't feel like it's super great for my skin. And this is just my opinion. I'm not getting paid for any of these opinions of mine. I'm just sharing what has worked for me. But this, it smells good, but the quality of it isn't that great to my skin. Like, I still feel like I needed to add my own oil to it to make it feel better to my skin. It leaves like a little sticky residue. However, the projection and the scent is good. I just like Brown Sugar Babe more. But as you can see here, this one from Arena was inspired by Vanilla 28 by Kayali. So if you do have either a niche or a designer, you may very well be able to find a corresponding lotion, cream, body butter, or oil to go along with your perfume. And that is like the fun part of layering, because you can be getting an oil that smells just like it, like Brown Sugar Babe has Lady Luck for Valentino Born in Roma, and that makes a beautiful scent bubble. Or you can do something completely different, and like for example, I like to use Valaya Exclusive and Boardwalk Couture, because Valaya Exclusive has white florals and this body oil has florals. So you can play with the notes, you could play with matching for what it's inspired by. You can really have fun with good oils. I always suggest having one scentless one in case you have a beast mode oil and you don't want to use so much of it. And it's just good to, sometimes you don't want to have to need a fragrance, but you still want to have a good body oil. So this Palmer's, you can get sweet almond oil, very cost friendly. I always suggest keeping a very good scented one, but also that's good for your skin. So we have Miragia, Blake & Co. And then you have your heavy hitters like Brown Sugar Babe and Arena, and there are many other brands out there. Please comment below and let me know where you get your body oils from, because I'm always happy to try some new ones. And just a little bonus here, you can also get little mini roll-ons of perfume oil. So this one would be an example of a inspired by. This one is inspired by La Vie Est Belle. So again, this can go with your perfume. And then also there's Choco Musk. So if you don't feel like you can do the alcohol of the sprays, you can just be using the oil, and sometimes they last longer than the alcohol themselves. Well, that was certainly fun talking all about scented body oils. I want you to comment some roses below and let me know you made it to the end. And if you're like new to this world of perfume and you're like layering, sillage, projection, central, what is all this stuff, I invite you to go ahead and grab the Perfume Playground digital bundle, where you will get my book, The Perfume Playground, and you will also receive the My Signature Scent Journey perfume journal that will give you the space to help you write your combinations and layers down. I highly suggest starting with the book if you're a beginner, because it's going to help you pick your scent profiles, your favorite notes. You're going to learn what you like, what you don't like, what your goals are, daytime scents, nighttime scents, all the super fun stuff. So I have this bundled up for you so you can start your fragrance journey off the right way. And doing it with a guide and a journal will save you so much more money in the end. So comment below, and like I said, let me know if you have a favorite body oil or if you're going to try any from the video. If you have any questions, let me know. I love making videos for people to answer their questions. So thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one.